Dirt Connections, right here, right now.
Okay, here's what we got to do. We're going to start tomorrow. We got to fix this road, grade it out, move the road to the left. I got it all staked out, make it look nice, grade it out, bring in some riprap, and reinforce the banks, bring in some dirt, grade it all out, then import up to 112 tons of 21A. So I have some riprap available, and I'm going to try to get it over here today if I can get delivery, but I don't have my machine here or anything. So I'm going to race to the yard and pick that up and get it here, because if I take 1 or 2 loads, I know he can't back down there. That's going to be messed up. We're going to block the road. If he dumps it here, it'll be off the road. I'll just have to work to dig it out to put over here to make it look nice. Anyway, that's life. Have a nice day. So, I'm right here. Okay, good. So I'm in Manassas, Fairfax Station, and long driveway, about 1,000 feet. And got the call to be here at 8 o'clock, and we laid it out, worked out some details, got the machine over here by 11. I'm just gonna wake this up, try and do some preliminary work here, and then put in a full day first thing bright and early tomorrow morning. Get this ready for stone, maybe some riprap, some dirt, so that everything's beautiful. But I'll show you a picture as I get down there a little more. So you can see the darker material. That's what I woke up. I'm just trying to widen this, pull this thing a little bit to the left so they can make the swing up this way. And I don't want to bring in new material and just throw it on top. I want to just kind of get it to grade the way I want it to break. And then you put the new stuff on top, and I want to push existing material where I need it. You know, the cheap way is just throw stuff on top of it. Almost said a bad word. But I'm just going to work maybe another 15 minutes and then sleep on what I've done. And then jump on this tomorrow morning early. See my little truck? Fairfax County. $3,000 a year personal property tax. I mean, really? You know, it's just not me, it's everybody. I'm not going to bellyache. But they do abuse the spending. We got the head person, I think, for Fairfax County Schools, which isn't even doing that great. She makes $400,000, and she wants a security guard, which they said was about $85,000 a year. So yeah, I think they're overpaid, and they underperform. What a racket! Have a nice day, citizens. Okay, I got out of here early, and as I pan over slowly, my little track loader, it's fueled up and greased up, ready to go. I have 4 loads of riprap coming and put over there. I'm gonna build this bank up over here so that the road stays in place. I want to soften the contours of the ground on that side, on the right side. Anyway, so I got that going. I just want to stabilize the road base, because this is moved over here, because over time it's encroached on this guy's land. Right there, I need to put riprap to hold that bank in place. Once that's there, I can go ahead and put some dirt and feather that, because that's janky looking. See, it's all too flat. It's supposed to slope down to the swale. We'll keep the water in the swale, not up here. And then all along here, guys, the road edge, it's going to fall off. So I want to beef it up, starting over there. And just, you know, make a nice little skirt to hold it. Hold it. This isn't too bad. Just a little bit more dirt. Make it look nice. And then straw and seed it. Yeah, see, this is messed up. Alright, that's what I gotta do. Yeah, I'll push that riprap in here, and what we want to try to do is get the riprap going down here on the edge, is what the customers told me yesterday. This gentleman up here, I think his name's Todd and Tom, so nobody has to move a fence, helps with the erosion and sediment control, holds the driveway in place, keeps the delivery drivers from running on the edge and wrecking it. So, yeah, I guess I'm going to take a chill pill. I talked to all my boys. Ariel for dirt, Will for my riprap, and have a nice day. That's the plan. 7:20 Wednesday. Okay, I got my first load of riprap, gabion. That stuff's big. I'm gonna line it over here and I'll put it up there. I got 3 more loads that are coming. I don't care about that dirt. It's all gonna get cleaned up anyway. But I was able to secure this for a lot less money than getting it from the quarry. And it's just gonna do fine. I got Ariel, that was Will. I got Ariel on the way. I'm gonna put some dirt in here because this road is falling off too much and it won't hold its edge. So I'll dump some dirt here and push up, feather this in, tie into the edge so the edge won't roll over. And these big trucks, they're helping mash this initial base. And now that I pushed the road over some, that big truck was able to make it swing easy. Yep. We're gonna throw it this way. It's nice. See? I need dirt over here to hold this. Right here, I need dirt. Or I can't hold that edge. Once I got, you know, it's like a coloring book. I drew my outline. Now I'm going to put the border or edging on it, right? See right over here? You just fall right off. That's not cool. So, and I'll put my riprap right there. We're golden. We'll get the machine. Okay, that's my first load, and I got too much sediment in there, and that's okay. We're repurposing this, and we're getting it a lot less cheaper than going to the quarry where it'll be clean, but I don't care. You know why? I got a solution. Tomorrow, I'm just going to take my 4 loads in here and have my material here stockpiled. I tried to place it, I'll show you in a second, but I'm going to come back with my other equipment trailer. I got a rock bucket that'll fish through all that stuff. Settlement will fall through, and then I'll just place my screened material from my rock bucket over here, and it'll look nicer. So the most important thing is I can get my 4 loads in here today, and I got it for tomorrow, and Ariel's on the way with the dirt, so I can work that easy today. I'm going to maybe take 3 to 6 loads, build up that bank, and we're golden. Let me go show you how the placement of the material's going and how I can improve with my rock bucket. Okay, you can see the sediment from where the boys over at the other job site, they dug it out because we're prepping for, I'm not sure if it's a road base or whatever site clearing they're doing. So with my rock bucket, I'm not going to get that dirt. So I did 2 scoops. Okay, I'm gonna hold. I'm not gonna get super anxious. I'll get my other tool and I can lay that out nice and clean all the way up there. I'm supposed to take riprap all the way down the edge of this driveway for my customer. So, excuse me. Excuse me. And this place will look beautiful. And the road's looking so much better already. And, you know, right in the middle, there's no material. It's just dirt. Whatever. There's not a lot of material on the ground, but I'm stretching it out to get a uniform grade. That way, when I place my new material on top, 112 tons, I can have uniformity. You know, I think I spec'd it out for 4 inches of material. So, have a nice day. It'll look nice. Maybe I'll be ready for the 21A on Monday. I don't want to be in a hurry. Today is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'll give 3 days to prep. Then I should be ready to import my 21A. If I'm not ready, I'll do it on Tuesday. I want this place 100%. Okay, I'm getting the riprap delivered. And now that I built that pad there, it's safer. It's important to keep the trucks light. Yeah, man. That's hard on the truck, that's for sure. Alright, I got one more up on the hill. And we're done. We're done with this material. Done with this material delivery for today. The neighbor might want riprap in that swale over there. And that's probably about 12 loads. My buddy Will stopped by and he figured it's going to be 12 loads. So Martyr and I will figure out a price and give it to the guy and have a nice day. See what they say. So much safer. I mean, there was no shoulder here for the family that lives here. So with this shoulder, you know, no one's going to fall off and get hurt. And this shoulder, or this dirt, when I finish placing it, is going to help me, is going to help prevent the good material from rolling over. So, yeah, slowly but surely. So that's my last load, the white truck up there on the road. And then if I can get 3 loads of dirt in here, knock it down over there, get rough grade. I probably need 2 or 3 over there to dress that up, because where that orange line is right here, I want to lift the dirt so that it traps the riprap and the stone, so it doesn't roll over this way, right? We don't want it to roll. So, work in progress. Look, you can see this grade needs to be built up, or you know, my riprap has to go here to trap this material here, keep it this way. So anyway, that's what's happening right now. Have a nice day. I got my super truckers on the scene. Let them back that thing up in here. Have a nice day. Well, offloading will be golden. That's where we gotta go. And he's gonna do what he needs to do. Having a nice day in the neighborhood. Okay, we got him backed up safe and sound. Nobody got hurt. We're on level ground. He's not gonna dump. He's not gonna, you know, tip. See what we can do here. Man, that stuff is just really rough on a truck, man. tailgate to get messed up. Okay. Alright, so we're good. Okay, so nothing got broken, and I got all my riprap. Have a nice day. So let's see, maybe my dirt's not here. Adios, my friend. AMF. Have a nice day. Okay, so I got the riprap, and we were going to put it there, but now we're going to put shrubs there. And I remember being told that we were going to go over there, but that's not neither here nor there. That's not what we're going to do. The rocks that I put here got to go over there. I got to respect that line right here from that cone to that property line, and I'm going to put my riprap in there so that we can slow the water coming down. Then I'll dress this up again, and that way the lady of the house can plant some shrubs along here and make it look pretty. Then I'll build up this shoulder here so no one slips off that, so it'll be less dangerous. So I'm going to focus on that, maybe take 2 loads of dirt, and I can place them up there, and then we should be good. Okay, so we brought in 60 tons of riprap yesterday. Okay. And I put 50 tons right there. That's what the customer told me to do. There was a change in plans, no problem. Then the remaining 10 tons, the bigger boulders, I built a ledge over here so I can build up this road, this shoulder here, so that nobody slips off it. And that's going to catch water coming down that hill and help hold that material in place. Right there on that edge, I'm going to put some dirt. There's dirt below it, so that the lady of the house can go ahead plant some shrubs. And I cleaned up the site over there where I staged all that material. It's graded out, looks pretty decent. I got all the rocks up. And then I dressed up the driveway again because going back and forth, I wrecked it. But I fixed it. And so, yeah, and up to the top it looks good. So I think I'm going to get 2 loads of dirt in here today. It's, let's call it 11 o'clock. Couple loads today, couple loads tomorrow, because I'll be doing some fine grading. You know, get really, really close, so I can place my 21A sometime next week. So I think what I'm going to see is kind of low right there. I want to feather that in, blend it into the existing grade. And yeah, we should be nice. I mean, I think I'll go fuel up the machine. And that looks pretty good down there. Dress that up. And I pick through all the little riprap rocks. Get them off my driveway, and I put them over here. I don't want, when I go to grade, and I don't want to hit any rocks. You know, I want a smooth finish. Alright. So that's good. Okay, Ariel's here. I'm going to put this on the ground and I'll push it off the side of the road. Looking good. I'm going to put new material on top, but I'll build a road here so no. And that way he'll be able to back up. Yeah. See that little orange cone to that stake? To the left is the neighbor's property. I was feathering that. You know, some dirt got on that side, right? Anyways, trying to blend it in so I can put strong seed down, right? That's part of my deal. You know, erosion and sediment control. Enjoy this perfect day. Okay, I think my road is looking pretty good. It looks pretty decent to me. One load of dirt way down there to feather in the bank, and that's it. Have a nice day. That's load number 7. And that's, I think, going to take care of us. That's awesome. Awesome, we got the dirt. Good. Have a nice day. Perfect. Nice new tires on that bad boy. All right. Clean. All right, man. I'm just gonna push that down in there. Just rough cut it. Tomorrow I'll put the land planer on it. It was a challenging day. Have a nice day. It's okay. Let's get to work. As we hustle up the road, going up the hill. Yeah, I graded this place pretty nice. I got 7 loads in here. Tomorrow I'll run the land planer on it. 50 tons of that over there. 10 tons of over here to hold this bank. Apparently one of the family members drove off the hill because there was no shoulder. There's a shoulder now. And over here you can see my track. Right there, they're gonna put some bushes in here. Yeah, have a nice day. See that stake? That stake goes all the way up to that orange cone. There's a nail in the ground that stakes out the property. So I'm gonna do some grading with the land planer. And then I'm going to draw a line there. And then I'm not even worried about that over there, because my road will be far enough to the right. See those 2 stakes? To the right is my customer's property line. Stay away from the left. Avoid an issue with this guy. And I'll have a nice day. So I laid out this driveway, I graded it, and I did a little bit of light grading on the side. The rest of it's going to be handwork when I install straw and seed. Alright, so that's that, the approach. Slowly pan over, and I walk over here. And I'm going up the hill. And tie into my existing. From here, respecting that guy's property line. And I just walk up here. Okay, I think I marked it pretty good. Tie into the existing. Built up this shoulder, built up that shoulder, but I'll do that with handwork. Straw and seed. Getting on it with the machine is not cool. So keep rolling all the way up the hill. And we're golden. 112 tons, 21A. I might run short because it's wider than we spec'd out the first time over there. But maybe I'll put the material over there and the skim coat over here and let them decide. So it's Wednesday morning early. I got out here at 6. We're supposed to load out of the quarry today At 6, Jonathan will come by with the quad. We're going to have 9 loads of 21A delivered here. It's calling for rain in the afternoon. If I get 6-7 loads today, I'm happy. Finish up tomorrow, tidy up the place, get really close. Bring a couple of my guys on Saturday, lay out my straw mat and straw that's under that blue tarp. And I got 2 5-gallon pails of seed and more in the truck if I need it. Anyway, that is the plan for today. 7 a.m. Jonathan should show up 15 minutes, I think. And we're golden. Actually, he's showing up now. I think I hear him. 7 o'clock. There he is. Yep, we're doing good. Okay, so Jonathan will start. Fernando's at VDOT getting the other truck inspected. And we'll do all we can today. So I think I'm gonna get him to dump here first, and I'll push in for that little spot. So I got my 21A being delivered, coming out of the quarry, Vulcan. This is the material that we put under asphalt driveways. Once this is laid out, these folks can go ahead and put down asphalt driveway if they want. Alright, we didn't bang the tailgate. That's awesome. Let me get to work. Okay, I got the first load of 21A, and you can see I'm making, I'm going to blend this in here. I'm a little shy on material. I'm going to tie into that tree and soften that. And I'm just trying to get the general lay of the land. I'm using my oversized 84-inch bucket for this machine, so I can move a lot more material in one fell swoop. I got my land planer over there that I'll use to dress everything up. It's got some tines on the front, and then when I go over it, it'll level it out. I'm getting close. But this looks pretty nice. It's 7:40. Jonathan maybe be back in about 40 minutes. And then Fernando's going to jump on it with the tri-axle. And we'll get, I don't know if the weather holds. Maybe we can get it all in here and then I can just work on it tomorrow. So, that's the plan. So, I think I'm going to back Jonathan up to there. I'll take a load that way. That'll give me 7 loads going that way. I think I'm going to have plenty of material. So I can put 2. That's 3. So that's 3 plus 6. I'm going to burn up 3 here on this as this turn gets wider. But yeah, I'll put 1 there, 3 here, and run them out to the street. Okay, so we got the first load down and Jonathan's on the way back. I'm going to ask the customer if he can move that car and put it in front of the Blazer so my guy can make his turn. It's 8:15, Jonathan's here, and then I had my customer in Bethesda call for some dirt, so I got to get that out. He needs 10 loads in Bethesda, so let me text my dispatcher loader operator. Okay, we got the second load. I'm going to push this down the hill. Yeah, I want to stay within the confines of the driveway. Yeah. You know, I don't want the material, but you know, I can only do what I can do, man. Jonathan's awesome. That's awesome. All right. Okay, right now I got 3 loads. I got 6 more on the way. I got 2 trucks running, Jonathan and Fernando. I built up this grade here. It's like pouring concrete. I pour concrete. I've poured a lot of yards in my career. I'd rather push it down, but yeah, I'm gonna push it down, but kind of getting the finished grade where I want. I fixed that up down there. I got 2 loads from that dark spot down. You know, so okay, so I got 3 here. So 6 taking it up to the street. I know I got plenty. I'll run it up to the street, and the 1 or last 2 loads, I'll just place it strategically so I can push it around and get it to grade. So not bad so far. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, praise the Lord, praise the Lord. You know, stuff breaks, things happen. Be safe. Enjoy this perfect day. Okay, so I got 3 loads down and 2 on the way. That'll give me 5 and then 4 more. I'm gonna run it all the way up there. Then I can hit it with the land planer. Take my time and stretch this material. Make it look pretty. It's already looking pretty nice. Okay, my man Jonathan's here and Fernando's loading up. So if we get 30-minute spacing, that's even better for me. It's 9:30, 10, 11. No, let's say 9:30, then 10. Then 10:30, no, 9:30, 10, 10:30, 11, 11:30, 12, 12:30, 1:30. By 2 o'clock I should have all my material, I figure. 2:30 at the latest. And it's calling for rain, so they said 2 o'clock, so I'll be close. I got 5 loads down there, and I don't want to push it up anymore. I want to dump my stuff here because when it comes off the tailgate, it's wider than 10 foot, and I don't want the material going onto the grass. I want to save the material. I want to keep the material on the driveway, so I'm going to dump here 2 loads and push down, tie into that down there, and that leaves me 2 more loads that I can stockpile in the big turnaround. And that just helps me keep the material on the driveway and not waste it by letting it go on the grass, and also not having to clean it up. You know, just keep my material on the driveway layout. That's how you take care of the customer. Okay, I'm going to use my land planer tines to pull that back. All of this got pushed around by the snow plow people, so I'm trying to dress it up and smooth it out. Then I'm gonna dress up my edges. All of this. So I want to get, there's maybe 2 tons on the ground down there. They want to spot fill, make smooth this driveway. This material here is locked in place with the stone. You see the stone and the fines. Super solid base. 1 year from now, 10 years from now, you can put asphalt on top of this blacktop. This material is not going anywhere. Okay, so I got my driveway pretty tight. It's looking pretty good, but I want to build up the shoulders, because when I established my new road grade, the shoulder on the right-hand side needs a little bit of dirt to hold that shoulder in place. So I've called in Ariel to bring me 2 or 3 loads of dirt, and made cleared out an area down there so they can back up onto the dirt off the driveway. And then I can use my bucket and just go up and down the road, placing the dirt strategically so that we can grade it out, make it look nice. Anyway, that's it for Thursday, 9:30 a.m. Driveway looks good, waiting on dirt. Okay, I got one load in here, and what I did was I had this radius here. I got it really close. Then I ran the machine on it, compacted it. Now I'll bring in some dirt, feather into that. It's going to help hold that in place. And I'm going to bring the dirt all the way up here to where that little piece is right there, I think. So I got one load, I think 3 to 4 more loads, and that's it. Then Saturday we'll just hand work it, seed and straw. Have a nice day. Finish. Goodbye. Okay guys, I got 2 loads in here, 2 more on the way. I'm going to dump the 3rd one right here. See how I'm cleaning that up so it'll hold the bank, this 21A. Once I run over it, man, it's tight because you got I think it's 1.5 inch or less plus fines the stone dust, so it binds it all together. That's 21A crush and run. And I remember years ago there was something called 21B, which instead of stone dust was mixed with Portland cement. And man, once you graded that out and got wet, man, it's hard as concrete. All right, report back soon. I got truck number 3 here. That's awesome. I'm gonna fill this in, and then I'm gonna use that other truck. I'm gonna put it in that hole. I'm gonna use it to fill that in, and I'll have a little bit of dirt left in for spot repair. And we've got to be careful here. I'm going to keep them on the driveway because I don't want them to fall over. Okay, we're steady at it on Saturday, and we're dressing the place up, tidying up the edges, and he got all the rocks out of the planter area see where those blue reflectors are? Right there, and that they're going to put some plants right along that. So we're going to dress that up by hand. I rake this up, tighten up on the edges. That little black mulch dirt is going to be, a little garden area for the folks. So at 10 o'clock, maybe in a couple hours, we'll have all this straw and seed down, and we'll be 100%. Thank you, Francisco, for coming out. Okay, the driveway is looking really nice. We graded it out by hand. The guys are working really hard. It's 11 o'clock. So I'm going to go get 2 more bales of straw, and I'm going to get the guys an orange and blue Gatorade. And we'll throw down our seed and straw, and we're golden. Okay, 1 o'clock Saturday. We got started first thing in the morning. Francisco helped me throwing down straw and seed. I mean, I kept raking it out. We brought in a lot of 21A. I spread it and worked it. I mean, it looks pretty nice. Walking downhill, pretty easy. Walking uphill, it's a different story. 630 feet. The guys really did kick butt. Looks really good. Yep. Todos los granitos. Poof. Yeah. Y con eso se termina. Right? I mean, look at it, folks. It looks awesome. Thank you, Francisco. Okay. So if you need this done for your place, I can do it. We can do it. Just pan around carefully. We just dress that up. Throw the little, they're going to put some little bushes there next to the blue reflectors. They're going to put a little planter box or something in front here where the satellite parking is. So that's going to be a wrap for us, folks. Stapled the straw mat down. Yeah, there's a curb here. You can't fall off. Yeah, it's maybe 16 foot wide at the turn. I could have probably used one more load of dirt. I mean of 21A to, but I get it. There's a budget. I got 125 tons on the ground. So thank you, Fernando and Jordan. Jonathan and Fernando for making that happen. You know, brought my stuff real quick. We staged it, dumped it. I worked it. I was able to get it down in a day. Then the next day, work it. And then work it some more, and then bring in some dirt, and grade. And now, Saturday, the finishing touch. Yep, looks nice.
Dirt Connections is right here, right now. Dirt Connections, the professionals.